So, you may notice this is done now. Very much intentional. It's not a glitch or anything. I did that. I did that last night. Actually, I think it was yesterday in the, like, afternoon or something. But I feel bad beating it off screen, so let's just do it again anyway, even though I already beat it. Because now I know where the frickin' chickens are. And I understand how this level is meant to be progressed. Especially something that I wasn't realizing was a thing until I, like, looked at a guide. And Twy did mention it, but I don't think he said how to do it. Which is, long jumping. Whee! I think I've done it by accident plenty of times, but... Not my egg, no! Okay. Actually, I think I do want to start over here, because there's a switch right here. I don't know if I saw that before. You pop my egg? Well, I don't need it. Chicken number 1, right over here. Dude, get it! What? Cats! 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 That's fine. I have 5 lives. Which is really why I got so angry last time. That's why I end it like I did. It's because this level is... It's kind of a combination, you know, this specific mission, I should say. This, like I said before, the whole ice world, fine. But this particular mission is just asking a lot on 5 lives. Okay, I should kill the cats first, so I don't have to worry about them coming in, and then I don't have to rush out of the room. Freaking cats! Cats! Are you not gonna show up this time? Well, fine. Screw you too, Louis von Koopa. Can I hear egg? It's just the combination of having only 5 lives and me never having found more. And, you know, just how easy it is to fall and die on the stage. Well, don't do it now! And, you know, not being fully used to mechanics and such. Whatever, it's fine. Oh, good. Save this chicken. And actually, I do want to go down. I don't know why I went up. It's, hang on. Can I just jump down from here? I think I could just jump down from here. Hey, yoop! Whee! Not as satisfying a long jump as Mario, but still pretty satisfying. Hey, yoop! Should be careful with that, because I have done that and then bounced and rolled off a ledge. So yeah, this, where I was doing it like this, and then doing the air roll at the last second. No, you do this. Way easier. Okay, wait, hang on, because the camera likes to turn around. Whew. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's this combination of how easy it is to die, you know, fall and die on this level. Especially that freaking slide. I tried that slide and I still died. Clyde! So, we'll get to that when we get to that. And then, oh no, cats! But they're all, like, they take 1 hit. So I'm not scared. Except I, left my egg behind. Did someone make popcorn? I think someone made popcorn. Just suddenly I smell it. I swear I had more to say about, like, the things that were... Oh yeah, and enemies breaking my eggs constantly. It's like, yeah, just things I'm not a fan of this game doing. Suddenly all coming together for the perfect poop storm. But we're fine now. I guess this is my only way back up. So I'm gonna take it. This part is still kind of tricky. I don't know why. Why did I do that when I'm supposed to do this? Would have killed him a lot faster with a bigger egg. Stop breaking my eggs! Stop breaking my eggs! Take that. Eee! And then here, same thing. Long jump. And then this is the part that's still tricky. Because you gotta, like, air bounce There. Guess it's not that tricky, but it's still scary. And so now we come back over this way. Did I free that chicken when it was over there? The sound of the egg turning around is so cartoony. Oh, no, 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 no! How many lives do I have now? 2. This is fine. And actually, I shouldn't even been going that way, because, like, over here, it still works. It still works. It's still fine. It gets me the same place. I can still do this. Whee! Yep, someone definitely made some popcorn. Well, joke's on them. I had peanut butter eggs. Which is like, well, that's not the same thing. Why is the joke's on them? It's because I had a better snack. Oh, no. Okay, well, there goes an egg. It's fine, because there's another egg. Wow. 2 eggs. And then, I was gonna say we get rid of this. I guess not at this moment, because the door is closed. I like that you basically have your own contact damage by rolling the egg. Well, not if it doesn't come back. It's just funny because enemies are usually the ones that have the contact damage that you have to deal with. Oh, wait. I get ahead of myself again. See, here's where I accidentally discovered that, like, I realized later, you know, once I read how to do the long jump, it's like, oh, I accidentally long jumped up there. Okay, this egg, we want this egg. Because you know what's in this egg? A thing. Where's the ramp back down? Whee! So we want to hatch this egg before we continue up. Because it is a very helpful thing. Yep. Oh, I avoided the ice. Cool. Sorry, I was taking a drink. Oh, now I have to refeed my egg. I need to refeed the special egg. Whee! And then you start to lose momentum. That's stupid. Hate losing momentum. Yeah, so the thing I mainly wanted to check when I was playing off screen was I wanted to see if I needed to go over to that area where there's rail. You know, that rail that I kept trying to do and kept dying at. Yeah, no, that there's nothing over there in this level. Which is probably why there's no thing that, like, you know, there was a point where it's like, aren't there supposed to be platforms here? Do they really expect me to egg roll along the rail? Because I thought that was more of a technical move. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to do it normally, but at least in this level, they're not expecting you. I just realized he broke the special egg. Like, dude, I need that. I don't remember what's in this one. Yeah, I checked the other side of that rail. There was nothing. So I think there probably is supposed to normally be platforms that you jump across while the egg rolls on the rail. Oh, it's a bomb. It's a bomb on my button. I got a button bomb. Okay, so I gotta go get the special egg. A gag. Whee. Whoa, camera, don't do that. Okay, wasn't sure where that was. Food, 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 food. Change, change. There's... What? There's no food. Okay, that's fine. I guess they're... I was thinking that the food respawned down there. It doesn't. But there's guys down here, so it doesn't really matter. Ow. What? I missed? I missed. Okay. Yeah, down here is fun because it's a pit, so they just keep bouncing. You can get some good ricochets going. I didn't get another rainbow combo though. It's probably possible, but you gotta be good. I'm not good at pool or billiards or whatever you want to call it. So now we kill this cat. Cat! Cat! That should be enough to hatch. And what's inside? You know what's inside? You know what's inside? It's pretty cool, because what's inside is a jetpack! That really surprised me when I hatched that before. I was like, what? A jetpack? I need an egg. I think that other egg fell. Stop chasing me, cat. Excuse me. Because I'm pretty sure there's a chicken up top. So I have to... I guess it's still down there. It fell down over here. Well, whatever. Because I can take this egg. It doesn't matter. I just need an egg. I'm gonna abandon it anyway once we get going. Dude. Get in the ring! There. We can fight the cat. Because the cat's gonna come back. You know what? Whatever. Don't fight the cat. It's not worth it. I'm already at 10 minutes. Here I was thinking, like, oh, I beat the level before. Now I can beat it on screen and get an A. That's not gonna happen. Okay. It's fine, we're live. Got egg. Get in ring. Whee! And then it opens the cage. We get the chicken. Okay, yeah. So, abandon egg time. Because, yeah, you see the slide? We want to go on that slide, but the slide sucks. So, you know what? Screw the slide. Thankfully, there's an egg up here. There's a kid up here. Can someone kill a drumming riff? And then... enemies. Actually, that might be a good time to use my bomb. It's made at a bomb factory. They're bombs. What? No! Now would be a good time to use my bomb. Why can you die to your own bombs? That's so stupid. Thanks, Sega. At least now I can try to get a better time. Maybe not die so much. No, not that mission. Go over to the this. The this. Yeah, so they announced a new Splatfest. The next one. What was the last one? It was like, what's real, Bigfoot, aliens, or Nessie? This one is Zelda themed, which, you know, given the tri-color battle thing, the fact that there's 3 Splatfest teams this time, it's kind of inevitable, really. Especially with their willingness to do crossover battles. You know, like they did the Pokemon one. And actually, I think Splatoon 1 originally had a Pokemon one, which was like, which Pokemon version would you get, red or blue? I think it was green and blue for Japan, but you know. Respective Pokemon Generation 1 versions. Which is kind of hilarious that version 1 has 4, or Generation 1 has 4 versions. Ah, I forgot this is a slide. Ah! Scary. Yeah, then they had the Ninja Turtles one in Splatoon 2, which they had to do like 3 of them because, you know, there's like 2 different pairings, and then whoever won out of both pairings. So it's basically a tournament. Basically Shine Sparks. Nope, stop. But yeah, this Zelda one's pretty cool, because it's, you know, the Triforce. Yep. I've always been Team Wisdom, so that's what I'll be going this time. And it's cool to see that it's happening before, I keep wanting to call it Age of Calamity. The other Breath of the Wild sequel. The one that's the sequel and not the prequel. Tears of the Kingdom. So it's you know, it's definitely meant to be promotional. Ah. And they're really going all out on this one. There's like, apparently there's like real life versions of the Splatfest tees that you can buy. There's keychains. They're gonna have a special version of a stage that's specifically Triforce shaped. It's like, wow. No holds barred on this tricolor Splatfest. Aha! Take that, you stupid penguin! But then there's a cat. Ah, the cat! Oh no, the cat! Ah, it doesn't matter. Stupid, and I hate him. Ah, whatever. It's not like I was going for a no death run, but it would have been nice. Also, was this yesterday that they showed a new Tears of the Kingdom trailer? I don't know if I talked about that. See, I get, you know, for the sake of having something to talk about, I'll talk about it again in case I didn't. In case this isn't actually again, and it's the first time. Why did I feed this egg? I don't need it. Is that, yeah, it's weird to see them having held back on so much information, and then this trailer is just it showed so much. It's like, what were you waiting for, Nintendo? You had people like for so long just going, man, this game took so long that they're like reusing it's the same Hyrule. They're reusing the map. Like, why isn't it out already? And they're not doing anything to assuage the idea that this is just glorified DLC. And then, like, 1 month before the game comes out, that's when they're like, okay, yeah, time to prove that this is not just Breath of the Wild, but again. It's a weird move, but okay. Because it gives people time to, like, you know, I guess, you know, I definitely feel that, well, okay, I can't say they showed too much with, Breath of the Wild. But that was a game I definitely wanted to go into not knowing anything about it, and it got to a point where they started showing so much and people started talking about what was shown and started using that footage when talking about Breath of the Wild in general, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to see this because I want to discover for myself. And now words like, you know, Tears of the Kingdom, it's like, okay, I'm definitely curious, like, okay, it's a sequel to the Breath of the Wild, and they're going to reuse the same Hyrule. I want to see what's going on. I want to see how worth getting this game is. I'm a diehard Zelda fan, so I'm going to get it anyway. But I would like to see... You know, I would like to see how worth it it's going to be. Get out of here, big egg. No, I'll go over here first, in case I die. Somehow. Free this chicken, or hen, or whatever they are. But yeah, I guess it is kind of nice to see that, you know, the drip feed of information gave people time to decide whether they were going to buy it, and time to decide if they wanted to keep watching more trailers, because they were going to start getting more and more, I was going to phrase that as more and more revealing, maybe not phrased like that, but you know what I mean, showing off more information, more and more. Because, I guess I already said the because why. Why do I feel like I need to say because again? It's like I've made my point, I'm pretty sure. Ah, I gotta pick up all this food. Ah, I need food. I need food. I need to feed my egg. I need to shove watermelons and strawberries and pineapples into my egg. Totally not gonna cause it to burst. Fine. Be stuck in the wall, pineapple. No one likes you anyway. Go back to being SpongeBob's house. Come on. Yeah, honestly, out of all things that this new trailer showed, the thing I'm most excited for, merging a shield onto... I said that backwards. Merging a rocket onto my shield to fly with. Speaking of. So first of all, it's just cool to know that there's going to be, you know, rockets are going to be one of the kinds of parts you can get to make vehicles with. But then there's also the fact that you can merge it onto your shield, which confirms that you can, you know, these vehicle parts, you know, the wheels and the fans that, you know, they've shown making vehicles out of, you know, like boats and quadcopters and stuff. Like, yes, you will be able to merge it onto your shield. And, you know, I imagine the wheel's probably not going to be all that exciting. It's probably just going to be a durability increase. You know, basically just improve the quality of the shield you already have. But the fan sounded like an interesting idea. And, okay, I'm just trying to line up my rocket jump. Although rocket jump makes it sound like this is Super Mario Sunshine. Hey, those trees are floating! I see you, trees. Floating trees. Yep, hover is the better way to describe this. Because rocket jump makes me think of Super Mario Sunshine, the rocket nozzle, which that is not. Okay, get the enemies up here, and then come back here so I can do this. No, no, not again. Well, okay, and slipping and falling and dying, and I gotta go down and get the rocket again. It does the same falling pose that Link does in the 2D games. Grab the egg, Billy. But yeah, they could have just shown rockets, and that would have gotten me excited, because then, you know, eventually it would have crossed my mind of like, wait, what if you merge that with your shield? What would happen? Could you fly with it? But, you know, having it confirmed is probably even more exciting, because it's like, well, now I know I can do it, and now I want to know the extent of the rocketness of your rocket shield. Like, can you ride it by shield surfing? Or is it only by, you know, you press guard and then you start flying? Like, does it still have shield functionality with the rocket strapped on? Which I suppose it doesn't have to, because, you know, shields and such are plentiful. They were in Breath of the Wild, so I'm sure they will be in Tears of the Kingdom. So it won't be, you know, it's not like shields will be such a rarity that I won't want to have just one of them that's a rocket shield. I also wonder if using the rocket itself would reduce durability. That sounds like something they would do. You know, one of those things I've talked about before where it's like they're so afraid of it being broken that they just make it not really great to begin with. Which I'm forgetting what my go-to example of that was. But oh well. Yeah, I was already excited for the fuse mechanic, but now it's like, man, rockets. What about a rocket sword? What would a rocket sword do? I want to know now. Alright, got you. And now I got to find the right side to jump off so I don't fall and die, which is here. There's the switch for the door. They expect you to take that slide or the jetpack, which is kind of stinking. It kind of stunks. Don't break my egg! I guess breaking eggs is really the only way enemies can be dangerous to you. It's like they're not very threatening otherwise. Especially because I can egg bounce. Need an egg. And then there was also a part, which I thought was funny. There was a part where they show one of those talus that has a platform on its back with like bokoblins, like a mobile bokoblin base. Mobile bokoblin base. So it's really funny. And they showed Link like charging at it with his own like makeshift vehicle, but it was like a big stone rectangle with wheels and this little arm on it that's like it's just wiggling at the, like it's not even like swinging, it's just like kind of wiggling with the natural motion of the vehicle. And it's just kind of hilarious to look at that. Like Link is charging at it like, yeah, I'm gonna get you with my mech, which is what people have been calling it for some reason. They've been calling it the mech, even though it's very clear it's clearly got wheels. It's not. Okay. Joke's on you. I'm on this side of the wall now, and the crest should still be there. And that's how you do that level. And that's how you do that level. But yeah, I just think it's funny that people are like, oh man, you can make mechs in this game? And the mech that they made was just a rectangle with wheels and a little wiggly arm that's holding a sword. Not even a big sword, just a regular sword that you can pick up and use for yourself. Hey, now we get to move on to Twi's favorite element. So you got force, you got water, you got fire, you got ice, and the best element, circus. Ah, man, I still smell the popcorn. I'm not sure how I feel about this music. Listen to me, young Billy. 2 spaces. Billy should have circus parties and it's turned into... 2 has been turned into a golden egg. You must find the egg and hatch the egg and get to the dark gate and fight the boss and dark egg and golden boss gate. Words. Do the thing, Billy. Touch the puppet head. Okay, where we're going? Well, I see fire there, so I suppose I need to pick up a water egg, a blue egg. Blue eggs and spam. Not seeing blue. Well, darn. So what color would be the right color then? I guess I'll try yellow. And this recent trailer has also given a lot of hope for the return of dungeons. Dude, don't hurt my egg. Don't you know how sensitive eggs are, even though they're also like one of the strongest naturally occurring shapes in the world? But only from a specific direction. Wings? Chickens can't fly. I can double jump now. I got a double dump. Whee! Blue egg, yeah! I wonder what was in the red egg then. Take that, Big the Cat. Okay, so now I've got you. Because the trailer showed a building rising out of the sand in the desert. And it looked like a pretty big building, so it could probably be a full dungeon. You know, it's probably one of those things that's like, hey, you know how there wasn't a dungeon here before? Well, check this out. And then it rises out of the sand. You know, justifying the building not being there before. I think people are saying you also go back in time in this one. So I guess that's supposed to also be justification for the land being different. Which I would have been perfectly okay with there being, you know, some kind of supernatural force occurrence that's just like, hey, you know what's gonna happen? I'm just gonna make a bunch of chunks rise out of the sand, or rise out of the ground. Oh, I don't need to hatch this egg. That's what I'm doing wrong. Thank you for ricocheting and getting that last fire you missed. Yeah, like I would have been okay with it just being like, hey, you know what? You know that time you reawakened Ganon? Well, he decided that was also going to make a bunch of chunks of the land fly into the sky, and then the chunks flying off reveals new things. But going back in time is what people are saying. That's like, I don't know that that's true, but you know what? It's good that I'm not confident that that's what's happening, because then I can be surprised if it does happen. Because then I can be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's happening. You would think that would be stronger. Doing the full pound. I guess that's supposed to be your brakes. Where's the egg? Give me egg. You will give me an egg. It's the red crest egg, so maybe there'll be something cool inside. And I've noticed that, especially in this trailer, they keep showing in the backgrounds and not even giving any kind of mention that there's towers. Which, you know, saying that out loud is like, well, duh, there were the Sheikah Towers before. Okay, yeah, but, I didn't realize what kind of hoop that was. I'm all the way back here. Well, I guess I better hatch a new pair of wings. Which egg was that? I went yellow egg, right? But yeah, I'm assuming that the towers are just the Sheikah Tower replacements. Because as far as I can tell, the old Sheikah Towers are gone. Which I guess is +1 point to the time travel theory. And also, the Zonai are probably returning. Which is probably another thing that makes people say, yeah, it's back in time. Because I guess that's like a long-lost race. But I wouldn't have been surprised if they were hiding out underground. Because very evidently in this recent trailer, there were some pretty large underground segments. But no, I'm pretty sure that it takes place, you know, modern day, quote unquote. Modern day relative to Breath of the Wild. Because Hyrule, like, they showed Hyrule Castletown and it's still devastated. But they also showed, like, tents there. So that it's, you know, we can assume that there will be a portion of the game that's dedicated to repairing Hyrule. Which, you know, people specifically phrased it as repairing Hyrule. I question that phrasing because it's like, the rest of Hyrule was pretty okay. So what would you be repairing? It's literally just Hyrule Castletown. I mean, you can repair, like, the miscellaneous, you know, fortresses that were around. I think Age of Calamity, Age of Calamity had this tower, or this whole entire town, by one of the towers. You know, by where one of the Sheikah Towers becomes, you know, in Breath of the Wild. And, like, that's a town that was entirely destroyed. So I guess you could rebuild that, too. Get me to be careful with these. I said be careful! I already hate this world. Because of those stupid rings. Leave the rings to Sonic, Billy! Stop picking up the food with the wrong egg. I need yellow. And I hope that if it is true that you get to rebuild Hyrule, you know, Hyrule Castletown, at least, in Tears of the Kingdom, that I hope you actually get to see progress made, and not have it be like, yeah, okay, we'll build it later, but how about in the meantime you just bring me more stuff? You know, I want a Colony 6 situation. Is that the right colony? You know, Xenoblade 1. Where it's like really devastated the first time. But then you rebuild it and it becomes like what it should be. And not just a bunch of tents on patches of dirt. I said before, you know, when I was talking about this with my brother, I said that I would be okay with them doing a Terrytown kind of deal. Now that I think about it, I don't know that I would be okay with that. Oh, hey, apparently I don't need the wings to get up here. Yeah, I would rather it be, like, restored to its full glory. I feel like, you know, doing the Terrytown buildings, you know, those square ones, I feel like that would be kind of lazy. It's like, I want to restore Hyrule Castle Town to what it was. Not build a new one on top of it. I don't want new Hyrule Castle Town. Okay, so I can't influence my direction from that. There's something about this music just sounds a little unsettling. And I can't tell if I like that or not. I guess for the dark town, the dark version of this level, it works. The night version. But once I bring day, then it's going to be more questionable whether the music is fitting. Hey! Don't bump me, guy. What do you even talk about? Hello? Keep an eye out for any egg rings that look like floating swings. A little late for that, buddy. When you see one, oh, there's the J. Apparently that's a graphical glitch and not a typo. Sometimes the J's just don't appear. Just count to 3, then jump. Just like this. It's kind of hard to explain in words. Yeah. Please be a checkpoint. Especially because people will... I'm sure enemies will come along and break my gold egg. Get it! Belly! Well, done! About the bow and arrows, so be careful to break the egg seal. Excuse me. Pardon me. Come through. I need some food. Trying to save an elder here. Okay. So it's another one of these deals. And Billy is not moving slow enough for me to line myself up like I'd want to. There we go. Pro strats. No, that's the second one! God! Well, that dispels something I was thinking about the title screen, where I thought it's always... The title screen is always night if you game overed in a night level, and day if you game overed in the day. No. I guess it just alternates to something and I didn't notice. Yeah, I'm still very curious to see what kinds of other parts that they're going to have lying around for you to make vehicles out of with the Ultra Hand. Because, you know, we've seen before in older trailers that we now understand how those things worked before. Because in older trailers, you would see, like, Link with a fire-breathing shield or, like, a hammer that throws magic bolts. And it's like, oh, man, look at those cool new weapons. Well, with the new context we have, it's clear that those quote-unquote new weapons are actually fused weapons. You know, it's a shield with a flamethrower fused on top of it, and some kind of two-handed weapon with some kind of magic cannon fused on top of it. And I'm still very curious what those are like, because, you know, okay, so flamethrowing shield, but what if you fuse that flamethrower on top of a sword? Give me wings. Yeah! What if you fuse that magic cannon onto, excuse me, a shield instead of a hammer? Or a sword. Okay, so this is a butterfly? Butterfly. Yeah, this is why I'm so mad at the pits, is because I get all these, I spend this time getting these power-ups, and then I die, and I lose them all. It's so stupid, and I can't get more lives. I mean, I did read there are 1-ups, but have I found any? No. The flamethrower, I feel very much is probably, it's a part, like the rocket. It's not something you get to just take. Although I guess we still don't know if you can, I hit the wrong button. If you can pocket parts, or if they're just, you have to find them. You know, whenever, like, oh, I want a car, you have to hope that there's wheels nearby. Which currently feels like what they would do, but considering the fuse mechanic, and how you can fuse with things from your inventory, you know, directly from your inventory, like, it would be pretty cool. You can stash entire bundles of wood in your inventory, so I don't see why you want to be able to take a wheel. But yeah, the flamethrower, I would think, is not a weapon on its own, and you have to fuse it to a shield to be able to do anything with it. What if I get 2? What if I got 2 wings? Yay! Wings! I don't have any of those! Oh, hey. I can hatch the red crest. Whatever that does. Or the fire crest. Woo. It's on fire, just like the fire-breathing shield. Now, the cannon, I want to assume... For some reason, my mind says, yes, that's a new weapon. That's a new thing on its own. That is, like, supplementary to your magic styles for if you... You know, if you really liked the magic rods before, well, this is, like, a new version of magic rod. I have no idea what this red crest does, and it's hard to know with the gold, when I'm using a maxed out egg. Because it's already doing, like, the maximum damage. Okay, so instead of wasting this giant egg, what I should do is I should use it to clear the path here. Because if it falls, I don't lose a life. So now I'm thinking with portals. Good enough. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just mashing B to get through the dialogue. Which is kind of annoying that A is the button to speed it up, but the speed up button does not progress the dialogue. Ah! Why does he shoot off at an angle? It's not supposed to go at an angle. Wait for the fire. Fine, I'll just do this the way I'm supposed to. Okay! Yeah, I definitely feel that this is a fun game, but not one I'm gonna revisit a lot. Revisit at some point? Possibly. Revisit a lot? No. No, this is not... I don't foresee this being getting to the point where it's a relaxing game for me to play. Not like Banjo-Kazooie. Especially because of the stupid life system! Hey, why do they have this egg here? Why do I... Okay. I don't like my odds of getting the skip a second time. So I'm just gonna... Although I wonder if I can hit the rail if I'm already rolling. I think that is indeed what occurred. No, not you! Oh, okay. I am definitely not a fan of this particular level. Now, this might be like the ice stage where it's only this particular mission that's a pain in the butt and the rest will be fine. But so far, circus is not my favorite element. Isn't it funny how I can break those cages, but any other cage I have to break the way the game wants me to? But you know, with all we've seen of Tears of the Kingdom, now I really only have like one thing I really want to know. What's the overworld music like? Is it the classic adventure-y, you know, I was gonna say bombastic, like that's not really the right word. But you know, is it like the Twilight Princess style kind of music? Or Ocarina of Time? You know, that kind of thing. I would even settle for a kind of Wind Waker feeling kind of tune. Anything other than just random piano keys. Like, I really want active overworld music. That's the big thing I would like to know now. It's not gonna be a game-breaking thing, but it's like, I would very much like the music to be active music. Oh, hey, this should be enough to hatch. They can get me out of this stage! Chickens don't have eyebrows! Oh yes, the stage going from night to day. I definitely feel less scared of the platforming obstacles now. Thank you for releasing me. My name is Alani. It's not the kind of face I would expect with the name Alani. This is Elder of Circus Park. You gotta go through the gate and defeat the boss. Which way is that? That way. Not very far. I wanted to do a long jump, but I'm sure if I did that, it would bounce off the wall and fall and die. Apparently, you can't pick those up with an egg. Another D. Secret of the Funhouse! Oh no, we're gonna have to do this whole stage without eggs! That was a Super Mario Sunshine joke if you didn't get it. Secret of the... Really, that's the house! Beat the boss! Why does that glitch keep happening where the spaces are exclamation marks instead? How hard is it to program dialogue, Sega? Although I say that, and apparently most visual novels still cannot program italics. They just use asterisks instead to imply the emphasis. It's like, are you kidding me? Modern day visual novels still use asterisks? Why? Here's the long jump tutorial. That okay. I will accept that the last mission I did, that fifth mission in the ice world, was optional. Like, as far as I know, you beat the boss and then you can move on to the next world. So what I did was basically red coins of the Fluff Festival. That's the one. That's the one I wanted to say. I know it was red coins. It's actually called the Fluff Festival. That's just... Anyway, I did something that was challenging that they expect you to do later. You know, after you learn the long jump. So I can't be too mad at that last stage expecting me to long jump without telling me, because I hadn't got a chance to tell me yet. Press R to perform a dash, then A to long jump. Owie. Open the door. Now this is the part where it's random. There is no way to know the way forward. You just have to guess. Oh, I guess that jump... That... Okay, yeah, that... It sends people bouncing. Okay, so that does have a purpose. Yeah, like I said, fun game. I don't know that I revisit this a lot. It's just because of the live system is annoying. And the freaking instant death pits. That's the thing that makes me the most mad. It's instant death pits. That make me lose anything cool I could possibly be hanging on to. Just because I misclicked A. Or didn't click A because I forgot the jump button again. What is it? Ow! Can I get another one, please? I want to know what is in this ice cream egg. I bet it's gelato. Oh, the shock... Of course, the shockwave is smaller because my egg is smaller. Should have seen that coming. Time... no. Not time to hatch. Now time to hatch. Wow! There was a tiny lion inside my ice cream egg! That's a sentence! Oh, that was a real one. Okay. Yeah, again, I'm just thinking, after playing this, the next time Twice streams it, I'm gonna have so much more respect for him not dying every 2 steps. And also, I will be able to shake my head and go, yep, me too. If he does die to something stupid. Like, yep, been there. Yeah, I bet a modern Billy Hatcher would be really great. Because they could change the things that I don't like about it. You know, the flaws that I feel are flaws. Like, definitely live system. Live system, like, no one does live systems anymore. I mean, they do, but, you know, they improve them. And it's not just like, oh, you died 5 times? Time to restart the level from the beginning. You know, they put more nuance on it. Although I'm trying to think, I'm sure there's something, you know, modern that has like lives. I think most games nowadays have a different, you know, a different punishment for dying. A different, what is the word? What is the word I'm looking for? So, it's like I'm thinking of something that starts with an R. Like recompense. That's not a word. Repercussion. That's the word. A repercussion for dying. You know, like how Mario Odyssey, you don't lose a life, you just lose 100 coins. Or 10 coins, I forget which. Some increment of 10. I don't know why those guys were so much better at breaking my eggs before, and now they're just not. What's the difference? Hey, why are there enemies spawning? I broke through the right mirror. I feel like the egg, you know, things hatching from your eggs is kind of random. Like, not the concept, but what comes out of them. It doesn't feel very consistent. So I feel like that's something they could change as well. Oh, I need a blue egg. Dude! How far back am I? Like, I could swear that red eggs don't always have, like, a helpful thing inside. Sometimes it's a tiny lion. And then sometimes, apparently, tiny lions come from ice cream eggs. And I could swear, I jump over those guys' shockwaves, and I still take damage. Which is the dumbest thing. And these guys definitely need an ammo meter, because I'm sure that they have limited uses. And I have no idea how many. The game doesn't want to tell me. Yeah, go away. You go away too. Toad? You too. Now we've got 2 blue guys. And of course, they could also introduce, like, new egg abilities. Like, you know, what would happen if you... Are you kidding me? The NPC bounced me into the pit? Why is that a thing? I'm supposed to be able to roll them over. Like I was saying, I wonder what would happen if you were to, you know, do a dash and then press B to roll your egg as an attack. Like, that could be like a super attack or something, you know, extra strong attack. Which I guess would, you know, make the regular attack useless, but I don't know, they could do something with that. Make that, like, you can hold B to aim where your egg is going, so you know exactly where it's gonna roll. You know, get like an aiming arrow or something. Oh, hey, look, the exclamation marks corrected themselves. Don't know why that keeps happening. I just realized the music is different, so now it's not doing the scary music that I couldn't tell if I liked or not. Man, now I just hate all of the tiny NPCs, the little chicks that they have around that you can press B to talk to. I hate them all. Because one of them killed me, so now they're all ruined. Dang it. Aw, man. Okay, I can see the difference on this one. This should get me a fire guy. Although I don't know that I need one at any point in this level, so I don't know why he would be a fire guy. Oh, hey, there was a coin there. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I tried to go to the left mirror again. It's like, is that gambler's fallacy? It's like, oh, it failed me last time, so that means this time it has to be correct. Can never remember what gambler's fallacy is. Yep, there we go. There's the fire and passion guy. He gets 2 things. There was another egg. There's a green egg. Now where's my ham? And you know, thinking again on new abilities they can add. Well, you know, aside from a button to let go of the egg, so instead of automatically letting go of the egg at the wrong time, you're just constantly holding on to the egg. So if your egg makes it onto a ledge and you don't, that you can bring your egg back down with you instead of losing your egg. That they could have a let go of egg button. But just let go of your egg. Maybe they could replace this button with it, and then to do that you have to dash first and then roll. Then press the let go of egg button. I'm dying. Where's my tiny lion when I need him? There was no egg in there, it seems. So I guess I'll just have to hatch another tiny lion. I hate the hatch button. I hate the hatch move. So why has it gotta be on that button? Why can't it be on the button that has no use otherwise, so I stop accidentally pressing it? Whee! So I have to go wee to make sure to let you know I'm still having fun with the game. It's like, despite how annoyed I was at the end of last time, I'm still excited to play again. Why did that dash not go anywhere? The dash just didn't want to be fast. And I kind of wish you just didn't have to hatch healing items. Like, that puts a little bit too much emphasis on the hatch mechanic, I think. To the point where there's just so many different things you can hatch that it becomes difficult to spend your... Like, you gotta save these resources for eggs that need them. I say picking up this stuff with an egg that's already full. Like, I'm not about to drop what I'm doing to go find a healing egg. Stop letting go of the egg when you land from that. It's stupid. Like, I don't know. I feel like Billy should be able to pick up the food for himself to heal a little bit. But maybe that would be too good. Oh yeah, I need to hatch a blue egg now. No, the food, the good food. Oh wow. Instant big blue egg. And I've lost my other egg that was bigger. Like, I get that games, you know, games with live systems expect you to start getting better at the levels the more times you die. But I still think it's just getting in the way of an otherwise fun game, having lives. You know, in this particular instance. Especially because of the nonsense that can happen, like bouncing off of an NPC into a pit. Or getting an instant game over because your golden egg broke, because enemies can just instantly break eggs sometimes. Okay, I'm at the dark gate now. Watch me get an A on this stage because I game overed and I had to start completely from the beginning when I was right there near the boss. Like that, bouncing off of that NPC seriously screwed me out of coming here to this boss fight the first time. Stupid monkey. Okay, so now I just look at the mirrors. He's Phantom Ganon. Get your egg, Billy! Okay, fine. What was that sound? Is that him showing up with the suck you in portal? When he fell down like Ook. You know, like the guy in Twilight Princess, Ook. I'm glad that of all the mini boss fights in Twilight Princess that got their own unique battle themes, I'm glad it was Ook. I'm glad Ook was one of them. Because Ook's boss theme is really good. Especially the Gint version of it. Particularly fond of that as well. Which I guess isn't that different? I don't really remember. What's the... Oh, I saw him. Oh no, I'm right next to the vacuum. No! Oh, 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 oh! Fair enough. It's fair for him to do that, because I've been doing that to him. Ah, come on. See, if this were a Zelda game, this is where I'd put down a bomb, and he'd suck in the bomb, and then he'd take damage from the bomb. Get out of here, egg. I need to pick up the emblem. I don't know why that made me laugh so much, but it looked like the egg took the emblem. So it was going to be plot twisted. The egg was the real boss. B. See, I told you I was going to get a good rank because I game overed. Probably didn't get an A because the mirrors. So now the final boss area should be open, but I'm pretty sure I can't go through it yet. I want to say you need like 58 crests to get through. You defeated Saltim. Well done. If you're looking for the giant egg, I shall tell you all that I know. Long ago, my father told me a story about a war that broke out involving the giant egg. Then the 7 sages formed an alliance and sealed away the giant egg, so Hyrule would stop. I mean, it probably started because someone wanted the power of the giant egg for themselves. No! After the war was over, the elders sealed the giant... I was kidding. That is performed the sealing ritual of sand ruin to the east of here. And that, unfortunately, is all I know of the subject. I'm sure that you shall find more pieces to the puzzle in the sand ruin. Just the one ruin. Normally ruins are ruins, but this time it's just the one. But we're not going there yet. We're not done with circus element. You know, if Pokemon were to introduce a new type, I would be okay with it being clown or circus. Billy, it looks like the crows have done their dirty work here as well. Because it's a giant clock of the circus park has been running nonstop for over 100 years. Purple Boy drained the power from the 4 batteries surrounding the clock tower. If you could find something to recharge the power of the batteries, the clock should start moving again. Why do I feel like this one's gonna be another one that's like the hens that I did before? Oh, I was wondering if these were ever gonna stop changing. Ah! Ah! No, screw you, generic egg. I want the yellow. It's probably got wings in it again. Oh yeah, that reminds me of another thing that the new Tears of the Kingdom trailer showed. Ah! Good time for the slide whistle. It's a wingsuit. Like, what? I don't think that's ever crossed my mind. Like, they could go wild with the new armor sets. What? Which was one of my disappointments. Well, I wouldn't really call it a disappointment, but it's definitely something that Breath of the Wild was, missed an opportunity on. Cause like you get the Zora armor that lets you swim up waterfalls, and that's it. Oh man, I did it again. Like that's the only armor set that gives you some kind of new functionality. That the rest are just like passives. It's like, oh, you swim faster now. Well, okay, there is the Zora helmet that lets you whirlwind, do a spin, basically a water attack. But then everything else is just like, oh, now you don't need to eat foods to resist the cold. Now you don't need to eat food to have an attack buff. It's like, okay, cool, but A button stuff? Can I have more A button stuff? Fire! How am I supposed to get through fire? Yeah, I was hoping they didn't expect me to have an egg here. I don't know if I could have jumped the fire. Get the guys. It's starting to dawn on me how much of this tiny food I need to get my eggs hatch. I'm gonna wait. There are 4 batteries around here. I see. Let's recharge them with electricity. Well, thanks for spoiling. Oh, you gotta charge them somehow, but I'm not gonna tell you how. Oh, wait, yes I will. It's electricity. Because you totally couldn't figure that out on your own. Because no one knows what batteries are. Ow. So this is probably going to be the electricity guy. Oh, hello, TZ001. Or 001, if you happen to be a James Bond fan. I don't know why I said fan with a D. You're a fan. It's like, Mouth, what are you doing? I guess I forgot to ask. How you doing tonight? Man, all these guys showing up. Like, I just want to hatch my egg. Okay, the egg made the I'm gonna return to you noise and then didn't. If you'll saw it all, I'd show we found him. Imagine making an Eminem reference while playing Billy Hatcher. Because that's what I just did. A hot-headed fighter. Of electricity? Please be electricity? He's not electricity, is he? Okay. You get my check during the hours of noon like usual? Oh, no. I hope you can get that sorted out. He's still going! Okay, now he's done. Does it get bigger every time you knock someone out? That'd be neat. He's still going! It's definitely going more than I expected. No, camera, not there. Birdman, get in here! Have a seat. Not there! There! Alright, I'm sliding. I'm gonna go down the slide now. Button! Oh no, not the second one! Okay. Safe. Swing. Yep. Scary. Where am I? I feel like I'm back where I started. More or less. I mean, I'm at the... Yeah, I think that's the slide I went down. So what was I supposed to get? Dude. Okay, well, I'm still alive. That's good. There's no sense crying over every mistake. Mistake. Except that one, apparently. I'm not gonna keep on trying, because there will be no cake. Yeah, well, take bull, penguin. Because you are a load of bull, penguin. Alright, fine, I'll talk to the NPC. Your brother killed me! Your clock tower battery. Wow, I totally needed that NPC there to tell me about the thing that the game automatically told me about when I got to this area to begin with. I swear, this game just... Or at least this stage just has no faith in my intelligence. It's like, I don't need this game to tell me that 2 plus 2 is 3. Oh, wait. I think I grabbed the orange egg. I'm supposed to hatch the yellow egg. Yeah. See, why would you trick me like that, game? Why would you make me think I hatched the wrong egg and that the other kind of egg doesn't exist? I mean, I'm probably gonna go down the slide again to get stuff to respawn so I can have food to hatch my yellow egg. Now, what color... Like, I'm trying to think back to the eggs in Animal Crossing that you get for, like, you know, you dig up and you fish up the New Horizons ones that everyone hated when they first came out because the spawn rate was too dang high. I want to say they were rock eggs. Yeah, I wanted to get out, and the game said no. So I'll just go back up here then. Okay, well there's more naturally spawning food. Give me electric. Is that the electric guy? I mean, I'm not gonna question it too much. And there we go. Well, knock on wood, this mission's looking like it's gonna be easier than I expected. Because I thought these batteries were gonna be way far apart. Oh, okay. See you later, TZ. Yeah, apparently they're just right next to each other. It's weird to think that this section of the level feels entirely disconnected from what I was playing before. Whereas other missions felt like they were taking place in different snippets of the same level, and then certain levels would just let you go along the whole course. Which again is what made that one with finding all the hens feel so difficult, was because it was spaced out so far across the entire stage that it was going across all kinds of pits and had plenty of room to just fall and instantly die. Now, where did that spawn? I was expecting the thing to show up inside the clock tower and the gates would open. Apparently not. I guess I just have to take the slide again. Dun, 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 dun. Button 1. Button 2. I'll just pretend like I got that the first go. Like I hatched the right egg initially. I totally didn't have to run around questioning what I'm even doing. Hatching the orange egg instead of the yellow. Ooh, I see. I bet if I didn't hatch the wrong egg color, I would have got a B. A B? I keep not looking at what the mission is on the screen. The caged crow and the emblem. Bailey little chicks have captured the crow that stole their emblem. The opposite has happened this time. Wow! However, they weren't able to retrieve the lost emblem. Billy must defeat the crows and get the emblem back. Get back the emblem. Okay. Well, there's the egg that would hatch Sonic if I had connected this game with my Sonic Advance Game Boy Advance game with the Game Boy Advance link cable. Okay, so I just let them out and kill them. Tell me where the thing is! I feel like I could be making a Batman vs. Superman joke with interrogating these guys. This has nothing to do with the name Martha, so... You know, why did I say that name? Yeah, okay, screw you. I want this... Ow! I want this egg. So I'm gonna say before my egg came back to hit me. Shoes! Shoes that clash with my outfit, even. Oh, good. I hate having a single... You know, I hate having two okay jumps. I'd rather have one single high jump. Totally. Now it's this again. Except, did they change it? I don't remember having to... I think they changed it. I don't remember having to dive to get to these. And it's going up a different route now. Tell me where the emblem is! I've become a Fire Emblem antagonist. Probably. I don't know, I've played like 3 of them. Actually, no, I can't even say 3. I've played 2. I've played Awakening and Fates, and that's it. I mean, I have played some of, I think it was Sacred Stones. Not enough to really say, oh yeah, I've played that one. Whee! Big Egg makes this easier! Oh yeah, okay, yep, that totally confirms it. If you're rolling before you go off that, you don't just fall and die. You can actually land it. Okay, there's no meter telling me I have to kill every crow guy. Every penguin. Yeah, I don't think that's doing more damage. So I think it's really just for shockwave. And crowd control. Crowd control via shockwave. Hello? Oh, great. I love how centering the camera centers it behind Billy, and Billy is facing the wrong way, and I can't rotate where Billy is. So I can't use the rotate, you know, I can't use the recenter camera button. And I just realized something I wanted to say about things that make me think that Tears of the Kingdom will not be in the past, like people for some reason keep saying. Is there's a they show a shot of I think it's Hatena, one of the villages. And it's like overgrown with mushrooms. But it also looks like the shops are like like the shops are more prosperous, if that's even a word. You know, they're doing better. Prosperous, I think that's the word I wanted. You know, as opposed to phosphorus. You know, they were glowing. Is that what phosphor is? I think. Pretty sure. I like how 4 of them came at me at once and I just rolled them all over. You know, bowl them all over. Ah, my egg that I was using to bowl them all over. And now you're on a slide, so I don't know if you're even gonna stay here. We came back. Just like the devil from The Devil Went Down to Georgia. He comes back, and he loses again. Our throat's tired, so I can't put emphasis on back like I usually do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that shot of Hatena was supposed to show, you know, show what has changed since the last game. I think it is specifically supposed to. Whoa! Okay. Speedrun tactics, I suppose. Yeah, I think it was supposed to show, like, hey, look, Hatena is doing better now. Because Ganon is gone, and now trade routes can open up again or something. Not that people weren't already adventuring in Breath of the Wild, you know, wandering the roads. Stop breaking my eggs. It's like, that makes me think of that They Might Be Giants song, Someone Keeps Moving My Chair, except instead of someone moving my chair, it's someone keeps breaking my egg. But I'm not gonna sing that, because that part of the song doesn't really work without the music backing it. Okay, I'll hatch green. It's the platypus. The platypus scholar. I don't know, hatch a second one. No, not a second one. And I recognize that I'm dying, so I will try to be careful. Maybe I can win these guys through the cage. Ooh, I did. You went the wrong way. Can I get him with my shockwave through the cage, maybe? Oh, but I bet they can get me through the cage. Despite all my rage. Alright. And then go wind at him. Yeah. And there's the emblem. Get out of here, egg. Wait, oh, it's over there. There we go. Huh, now it's break time. Oh, another C. Well, that makes 2 C's in a row. Now watch as the 5th one becomes just as much of a pain in the butt as the last 5th one. Fireworks party! Alright, we'll go and break it, then we'll have fireworks party. Okay, we're back. We're gonna do this. What was it again? Fireworks, right. Cannons! Oh no. I'm gonna have to fire myself from them, aren't I? I was waiting for you to show up. But it looks like a little chick at the bottom of the hill is troubled by something. Could you listen to his problems and see what you can do to help him? Sure thing, God. Oh no, slide! Oh no! Why does my jump? Okay. It's fine, I'm still alive. You know, like that Disturbed song. Alive. Ah! See, this is why you should just be stuck to your egg. Unless you press a button. Are you the guy? We don't get these fireworks in the cannon. The fireworks show can't start. Can I ask you a favor? Can you get the fireworks in the cannon for me? If any crows manage to destroy the fireworks in the transporter, they'll explode. You better be careful. You'll be dead! Well, okay. I was gonna say, then he had one more text box. Cannon do. Eee. Oh, but I can't get to the cannon yet. Fine, keep it. I don't want it. Oh, it's hearts again? That's the pattern. Or I guess this is a different puzzle than the one I was doing before. Which is one I did before, but a different time. Did that make sense? I probably didn't make sense. Okay, the bomb is already by the door, so I can just take the bomb. Take the bomb! Jumping over. I guess I roll downhill. Bye! Uh-oh. I wasn't sure where to go. Fire, no! Rings, no! I will admit, that does kind of feel like some kind of circus act I was doing just there. Ah! Okay, I'm still alive. Oh, I can't attack with it. Wow. Yeah, so while I was on break, I was thinking about some videos I was watching recently. Well, I think it was more like one, but you know, I've been watching like... What's a succinct way to put it? This channel that focuses on like kind of... I don't know if I want to say dark subjects, but you know, that's a subject they go to, like, you know, darkest YouTube videos, darkest YouTube channels, that kind of thing. And one of the videos they did was about like... I forget what it was about. Thanks. It was like, I forget what it was about specifically, but it did talk about the simulation theory. I think it was talking about people who have dropped, like just vanished from existence, but more specifically phrased as glitched out of reality. It's like, just thinking about the simulation theory. It's like, I still don't buy the simulation theory. Like, I understand it a bit better now that Veritasium did a video that was a stealth video about simulation theory. You know, explain it in a way that makes more sense to me than just like, oh, you know, if there's a non-zero chance that we could be in a simulation, that means that we are currently in a simulation. Like, what? How does that math check out? But basically Veritasium explained it as like... There we go. Made it up the platform. Ah, people, no. Put it with the cannon. Now, how many times am I going to have to do that, I wonder? Once! Cool! Maybe circus is the best element. But basically, like... It was presented with this theory of, like... If a doctor puts someone to sleep... And they lose memory of, like, what happened that day... And the doctor flips a coin... And if it lands on heads... The person is woken up once... But if it's tails, they're woken up once... Then put back to sleep, and then they forget that they were put to sleep, and then they're woken up again the next day. So basically, your options are woken up Monday, or woken up Monday and Tuesday. And, I forget how the rest goes. Yeah, let me go check out Sand Ruin, see what's up there. See what's up with this stage. And basically, like, the odds of being woken up and having the coin landed on the side that means you're woken up twice is twice as likely because you wake up twice. You know, whether you remember being woken up or not. Billy! Because I've captured Mary. Quite contrary. So, like, basically that applies to simulation theory. Thinking of, like, well, you know, consider how many times you go to sleep and wake up the next day. You know, a bajillion times in your life. You know, once a day, ideally. So, you know, every time you go to sleep and wake up, that's another chance that you could be waking up in a simulation. Which, you know, explained like that, it makes more sense that people are like, well, you know, there's a very good chance that we're in a simulation. You know, instead of just being like, well, we'll get to the point where we can make simulations anyway, so how do we know we're not in one now? Which to me is just a stupid argument. But, thinking back more specifically to what I saw in a video today, was like, one of the things they talked about was, oh, it's Big Mouth! Big Mouth is back! It was like this one instance where someone saw something that, you know, it looked like a plane that was just hovering in place. You know, a normal aircraft, you know, Airbus kind of deal. What? Why does Billy sometimes not dash? It's weird. Yeah, the plane appears to just be stationary. And maybe it's weird of me to believe, you know, to believe in ghosts. You know, still skeptical, but, you know, more towards the, yeah, ghosts are probably real side. And aliens. But, you know, I don't believe in simulation theory. I don't believe in the Matrix. Uh-oh! I do believe I saved that jump pretty well, though! Well then, okay. That's what I get for patting myself on the back. Well then. Man, he was violently drowning in sand. Yeah, I don't know, for some reason, like, you tell me a convincing ghost story, or you tell me a convincing alien abduction story, or alien sighting story, it's like, yeah, okay, you know, it could be fake, but I'm willing to believe it. But, like, quote-unquote glitches in the Matrix, I'm just like, no, it can't be a glitch in the Matrix. It's not a simulation. Oh, not there. Oh, hey, now I can freely select anywhere on the map instead of having to go around in a circle. That's not the right circle, but whatever. Because, you know, I was just thinking, like, it feels kind of self-centered to look at a plane that looks like it's stationary and go, oh, that's just a glitch in the Matrix. Because, you know, there totally aren't people on board that plane right now, because everyone else is just an NPC in my life. Like, that's what it sounds like to me. And, like, it is crazy to think that because of how many people exist in the world, that it's very likely that people you pass on the street you see once in your life and never again for the rest of your life. But that's just how populated the Earth is, you know? That's just how statistics check out. It doesn't mean that everyone is a randomly generated NPC, and so every time you pass someone on the street, they're generated on the spot. Like, that's stupid. Oh, okay, I can't make that jump. Makes sense, because this is after the game teaches you how to long jump, so they would expect you to try that. Abby! Yeah, I don't know. And one of the other examples that video I watched gave was like doppelgangers. Which, again, that's something where I'm like, no, I don't think it's doppelgangers. I think it's just a really weird coincidence that one person met another person that happens to look exactly like them. Because really weird coincidences are weird, but it can happen, you know? You know, the way genetics shape how our faces are, and the clothes we choose to wear. Like, it's highly, extremely unlikely that you'll see someone who looks like you, but the possibility exists. And unlike simulation theory, this is something where I'm willing to say, because the odds are there, it's possible to happen at all. Plus, you know, simulation theory also assumes that we'll eventually be able to make simulations. Like, you know, because it's like, oh, well, look at how video games looked 20 years ago. They look vastly different from what they look like now. But, you know, there are also people who say that video game graphics are as good as they're ever going to look, and that, you know, they're kind of plateauing. And I more agree with that sentiment of, you know, graphics, they've kind of hit their maximum amount. You know, photorealism, you know, you can do it, but there's always going to be that element of, like, this doesn't look quite realistic. Like, photorealism is very difficult to achieve. And I think it's even, to a degree, impossible. You know? I think it's impossible, no matter how much better... That hurt? What? Okay. No matter how much better computers get, I still think there's always going to be that artistic element of, you know, graphic design, you know, 3D graphic design that is always going to be missing, and, you know, not allowing a believable simulation to be something that can exist. It's like VR already exists, which I guess isn't, you know, not exactly disproving. Well, that doesn't mean it can't get better. Ah! Okay. No! Secret area? Fruits? Or maybe I just went the wrong way around on the pyramid. Yeah, I landed on what is basically path 2, which is apparently nothing. And then the video also talked about people who just vanished off the face of the earth. And that's, again, for some reason, I'm more willing to believe that there's some other explanation to someone just suddenly vanishing. Like, I don't remember what the town was called, but there was like some settlement that just one day, just everyone there just completely vanished. No trace of them. It's like, for some reason, I'm more willing to believe, like, well, I don't know. Who knows what could have happened to make that entire village disappear? You know, the buildings are still there, so it's not like I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say there, but you know, just because we can't explain it doesn't mean it's a glitch in the Matrix. Like, that's a pretty massive bug in what is supposedly a life, you know, an experience so similar to life that it's indistinguishable from your life, to just suddenly bug out and be like, oh, you know all those people that exist? No, you don't. They're gone. Like, that's... I don't know. It does... To me, it doesn't compute. Must not do the curse, but keep your wits about you. What are you gonna tell me? But rock counting on you must say Mary Mary. How about I roll down the side of this pyramid? Which is, thankfully, a slow roll. You would think it would be, you know, kind of wild and out of control. Apparently not. Cool! I don't even have to explain how much I love that happens. So, okay, lesson learned. Stay away from the pillars. Until they crash down, at least. Like, for some reason, you know, the video talked about a story of a man who was on a bus, and then he fell asleep, and then, you know, he just apparently just vanished from the bus. For some reason, I'm more willing to believe, like, well, maybe he somehow accidentally slipped into another dimension. You know, maybe some kind of supernatural occurrence happened. Like, I don't know, a ghost or something. Like some kind of weird ghost entity just decided, hey, this guy is gonna get dragged into the, you know, into the underworld with me. Or I'm gonna drag him to purgatory. For some reason, that's more believable to me than the Matrix glitching out and just deleting someone from existence. Which, again, feels self-centered from the perspective of whoever is proposing this theory that, oh, this person got deleted by the simulation, so therefore he was just an NPC. Maybe the ability you have to prevent the smallest statue of bravery. I thank you deeply. Before you go into detail about the what I know the giant egg, there's something you must do. Dark Corvo, the boss of the crows, and there's still sand ruins with an iron fist. Yeah, in Skylanders, they got these guys called the Archeans, who made an iron fist specifically so they could rule with it. Because they heard the expression, they rule with an iron fist, and they're like, but we don't have an iron fist. I guess we gotta make one. When you have succeeded in that task, return to me and I shall tell you all that I know of the giant egg. I will always take this emblem of courage as a token of my appreciation. Isn't Dark Corvo the final boss? Wouldn't it beating him just mean... And this is the final area, so shouldn't that mean daylight has returned to the world? Where was the emblem? Why did it show up? That's the tricky thing about this mission, about, you know, hatching the egg. Like, you can hatch it wherever, but that also means that the game does not know where you're going to be when the emblem appears. So it can't make it... I mean, I guess I can't say it can't make it appear next to you. Because it could. You know, like, wasn't that how Super Mario 64 handled coin stars? Was they would just spawn right where you got... Excuse me, right where you got the last coin. But this game didn't want to do it that way, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could say, like, oh, people who got deleted from existence, they're not NPCs. They're... Oh, okay, you're gonna stop. No! They're not NPCs, they're just people who were put in the simulation that got ejected from it because of a glitch. Which, when you put it that way, that's more believable. Yeah, where was this? I guess in front of the door down here? Yeah, there it is. Isn't this the platform that's supposed to be like, hey, you can, you have to get this many emblems before you can beat this? I don't know what's inside there. There's probably a giant hidden treasure in there, don't you think? I don't really understand what the like if everything's a simulation and every person is still a person, they're just a different person in a simulation. What's the point? Why would you build a simulation and just have it mimic real life and be boring, you know. Oh, you know, ghosts and, you know, random disappearances and doppelgangers. Those aren't cool, interesting, weird, supernatural things that could be potentially unexplained for the rest of your existence. They're just glitches. They're not exciting. I guess I'll just go back. I'm pretty sure 26 is not enough emblems to beat the game. I shouldn't have done that. Now my throat feels drier. Billy! Hang on, I'm gonna wait for the jade up here. Okay, it's not showing up. Maybe if I hit some inputs. No. Just as Mary said, in order to reach the giant egg, you must defeat Dark Corvo. Find Dark Gape, defeat the boss! Hatch the golden egg! Thank you for releasing me! Yeah, I realize now that I'm talking, you know, now that I've said it out loud, it's like, you know, I do kind of sound like those guys who look at all the suffering in the world and think that there is no God. Because like, well, if there is a God, why would he let there be all this suffering? But now, you know, replace God with simulation. It's like, oh, this isn't a simulation, because why would a simulation have all of this suffering? Dang it. But honestly, I do feel like there was more compelling evidence as to how there can be a God, but also let there be suffering in the world, than there is life being a simulation, but just being a really boring simulation. It's like, okay, so again, going back to the idea, oh, well, video games, you know, video games have vastly improved, so surely with enough time, we'll just have perfect simulations of life. Okay, but why would you want a perfect simulation? Why would you play Roy when you can play Saints Row 7? You know what I mean? Like, why would you make your simulation perfectly recreate, you know, the human experience and be boring? Like, I for one would not sign up for joining a simulation if it was just going to be exactly like real life. You know? Like, genres of video games exist, so why would genres of Matrixes also not exist? Like, I want to be in the one where everyone has superpowers. That's more exciting. I don't want to be in the one where people are like, oh, well, ghosts don't exist because there's a reasonable explanation. And again, I say that being, you know, moderately skeptical myself. Like, I see a good ghost video, and I don't immediately go, wow, that's some compelling proof of ghosts. Like, I do think about it like, okay, how could someone fake this? Which is what I find so exciting about, you know, finding good ghost videos. This is like, wow, that was really weird and interesting, and I don't know how you could fake that. Like one I've talked about before, where there was this one I saw that was this guy who captured a ghost on his home security footage. And it's the kind of ghost where you look at that and go, that's not a real ghost, that's just someone pretending to be the ghost from The Ring. Because it is one of those, I don't know if it's stereotypical, but you know, that it's a very iconic kind of ghost. The white dress and long black hair kind of ghost. I heard that you push a switch on the floor, this room will rise, like Monster Hunter Rise. You can push the switch without getting buried in the sand and make a moving platform. Yeah, so it's my immediate reaction when seeing that ghost. You know, I got chills for a moment because I wasn't expecting that kind of appearance of the ghost. So it caught me off guard, like, whoa. And then, you know, my rational side of my brain kicked in and was like, that's probably just a person in a costume. But, I think a later video by that person did show that same entity, but floating above the stairs. So, you know, that's more compelling of like, okay, could still be fake, but, how are you gonna float above those stairs? Because it didn't look like the kind of place where you could just set up some wires and have someone hanging there like that with Hollywood-style special effects. You know, Hollywood-quality special effects. But what to me, what makes this such a compelling ghost video is that you can't edit the footage on the security cameras. Like, you can view the footage from an app, but you can't upload to the app. So whatever footage you watch from that app... Ding it! Ding it! Whatever footage you watch directly from the app is raw, live footage. Well, not live, you know, past footage. It's footage as it happened. And the person who shot those videos where I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, could be a person in a costume, because it's a stereotypical ghost. They you know, of course had people like, oh, that's probably fake. And they tried to, you know, I guess not quite prove their credibility, because, you know, if you feel very confident that you just captured a ghost, I don't think you care if people agree with you. But, lost my train of thought. As evident by the, which is me trying to stall for time. But yeah, they showed the footage that they had... No, they showed the footage directly from their app, and the ghost was there, and you can't edit that footage. So if it was fake, it was a very elaborate fake, you know? I was trying to remember his name. It's like, this is the guy I watch all the ghost videos from. How do I not remember his name? Nukes. Like Nukes says. It could have been an elaborate hoax. Well, he usually says, was it real or was it all just an elaborate hoax? But, you know, my point is, phrasing it as elaborate hoax. That was really roundabout, and I did not need to have all that explanation, but I did anyway. And you can't stop me. Get the switch, Billy. So yeah, those are the ghost videos I get excited about. Ones where I have a hard time understanding how you could possibly fake it. Which, you know, I recognize that, you know, computer graphics is a thing. You can edit in footage of someone walking into a room and then, you know, have the camera follow and run into that room and then prove that there's no one in there and then check all the corners and have there be no one in there. But you could, you know, you could edit that person there so it only looks like someone walked into a room and just vanished. But I definitely do still, like, still willing to give the benefit of the doubt to people who capture footage like that and, like, you know, claim it's a ghost. Why is there a bee up here? The objective is in this hole. Still not really sure where I'm going, but there's a switch here, so I'll hit it. And then the sand starts falling, and everything starts rising. Like Monster Hunter Rise. And then it just gotta not fall and die, fall into the sand. Okay, where am I going? I guess I just gotta keep waiting for it to rise. No, there's a switch over there now. Okay, I see the deal. Dude. Landing from a long jump, you mean to tell me I can't keep rolling after that? That my roll doesn't do damage? Whee! I'm actually kind of surprised I managed to pull that off. And I've said this before, but I do really respect the ghost hunters who were brave enough to charge into a room after they think they saw someone disappear into it. Like, I respect that amount of courage, because if that were me... Oh, hey, is this raised up? still the same amount? Like, I guess my sand raising progress was saved. I keep forgetting it does that. Like, if you die, some stuff like, if you open a gate and die, the gate is still open. Unlike this gate, which is still closed. Because I never opened it to begin with. Again, with bouncing killing me. And where was I even going? Over there. I'll just keep bouncing on over there. Oh, I forgot where I was going with that train of thought of, well, I recognize the video editing exists. Yeah, I meant to be going in the direction of, but again, I don't think that, you know, 3D graphics can be, I don't think computer graphics are or can get to a point where you can't distinguish whether that's real or not. You know, I think the brain is good enough at distinguishing a real from a fake. You know, like deep fakes exist, but I think they're still at the point where the brain recognizes that there's something off about how it's moving, you know? Ooh, I can hatch the purple crest. I don't know what the purple crest does. I guess I'm not gonna know until I hit someone with my egg. What am I doing up here? Nothing. I guess just the coin. I do like that you can bounce from a long jump, so you can stick your landing. Like I did just there! That was my sad noise if you couldn't tell. Purple had shield, right, I noticed. Before I died. Wow, that sand looks pretty cool. The pillars fell the wrong way. Oh, sure, you land directly on my egg and you don't break it. But I tap the corner with the golden egg and then it explodes and dies. I'm gonna check this Discord message before I continue. Oh, it's a ping in the server. And you know, one of my pet peeves on Discord is like you try to get feedback on art, and someone, you know, they say something. It's like, oh, like they say something and then they don't wait for you to reply, and then they bugger off for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? You know, like you show someone, you post your art, and then someone's like, the shading looks off, and then you're like, okay, well, can you tell me how to do it better? And then you're just sitting there waiting for them to reply. Like, why would you give feedback on someone's art and then just disappear for 2 hours? Like, why would you not expect them to even reply? Like, I get you're not gonna sit there all day waiting for a reply so that you can reply to the reply. But, like, if you're giving feedback, shouldn't you expect someone to, you know, the artist to be like, okay, well, how, you know? To have some kind of response. Or to alter the art and then be like, hey, how's this? It's like the most frustrating thing. And then never mind when the feedback is vague to begin with, where it's like the face looks off. Gee, thanks. Now how do I improve it? Well, I guess my example was just the shading looks off, but I'm not good at coming up with examples. You know, at least the shading looks off as more specific. It's like the face looking off could be any number of things. And then I had someone who was like, "Oh man, you should try stylizing this." And my response to that was, "I'm not good enough artist to stylize." Because I'm genuinely not. Like, stylization is something I still don't comprehend. Like, I'm an okay artist, but I can't do stylization. I mean, like, I can try to mimic art styles. I forget when the last time I tried to do that was, but, you know, I've tried to do that before. And, like, I would not say I'm good at it. Like, I need a guide to be able to understand how to draw something in the Friday Night Funkin' style, which is something I still haven't done. I got that guide from Polter, and I still haven't used it. I still haven't utilized the information I've learned from it. But, like, I can't just look at something and understand its stylistic choices, you know? Or even recognize them to begin with. Like, I need someone to point them out to me, because I'm not observant enough to pick up on it just by studying. And the response, it wasn't the same person, but basically the response was like, you know, yes, you are. It's like, okay, cool. Encouraging someone to not just dismiss their abilities. That's good. But genuinely, I can't stylize. And I don't know. It does feel kind of dismissive of someone to not accept that I genuinely feel that I don't have the ability to stylize things yet. Plus, stylize it is like also kind of a vague answer. It's like it's almost like the art equivalent of get good. At least that's what it felt like when I said it. It's like, oh, just do it in a different style. Okay, but I barely even have a style to begin with. It's like that was something I was thinking about. I was watching Rocko's Modern Life earlier, and actually last night, and I was thinking about how stylized all the backgrounds are, because it's all wonky, you know? Everything is all curvy and kind of smooshy. Like even things that you would usually associate with being straight, you know, having straight edges, like a house. It's all curvy and wonky, because that's the style of the show, and I can recognize that. But if you ask me to draw a house in the style of Rocko's Modern Life, it definitely would not come out exactly like a house in Rocko's Modern Life. Can I stop whiffing jumps? The switch is, it's over there. More sand! Yay! It kind of makes me think of an analogy, you know, an analogy I was thinking, what, seriously? And an analogy for comparing Tears of the Kingdom to Breath of the Wild that I thought of while on break. I didn't mean break my egg! What is that? If Breath of the Wild is a sandbox, Tears of the Kingdom looks like it's gonna be a box of Lego. Which, you know, you can do cool things in a sandbox, but, you know, I feel like most people don't get a lot of mileage out of sand. But Lego, those are bricks, and it's, you know, that's something that, you know, you can make something pretty cool even if you don't know what you're doing. Because, you know, the main key is imagination. So it doesn't matter if you put, you know, put some bricks in a T shape and you call it a plane. As long as you're satisfied with that, that's the part that matters. It doesn't have to look exactly like an F-150 or something. Is that a plane, or did I just accidentally name a car? I don't even know. Or a pickup truck. I think that is I think that is a Ford truck, the Ford F-150, whatever. Just proving my point. I don't know. That wasn't my point. My point was that it doesn't have to look exactly like a plane. Oh, I see. Killing those guys made that platform appear. That's why it felt like there was no platform here yet. Watch out for that. Hit the switch. Floor opens. Yeah, so like, I expect Tears of the Kingdom to be something that it'll be a lot easier for the common player to be able to do wacky and awesome stuff. Unlike Breath of the Wild, where it's like, you do have to really be you have to be pretty high skill to do anything pretty exciting. Okay, fine, I'll leave the egg behind. Well, this is the final area, and there's still the other areas to re-go to, so I think I'm already off sync for doing, you know, never mind last night where I didn't do the 5th one on screen. Well, not, I feel the need to correct, not last night, last stream, because it wasn't last night, it was the other night. The night before last night. Anyway. I feel like, for the most part, I've kept up 5 per... No, 5... 2 worlds, 5 each. With the exception of when I did 9 last time. But this time, because we've gotten to the point where, you know, basically all the worlds are finished, and now we're just getting to the final area, which... I'm pretty sure this is the level where once you get to the end, it'll be like, oh, but you don't have enough crests. And, so I think now's the time to go back to all the other worlds and do those. So since those aren't going to be an even 5 every time, I think I'm not going to try to beat this boss tonight. My throat's tired anyway, so I should stop. So I will. Thank you for watching. We're back for more on Monday. Bye.